Hi again, it's me, Cinnamon, and today I'm filming my second budget with me of November. I really like making these budgeting videos here on YouTube because I think someone's budget can give you a really good picture of their life and their goals. So here's my ready to assign amount for this paycheck. It actually includes my net pay, so I've already taken out my paycheck deductions here. And it also includes about $800 in relocation reimbursements. If you've watched my other videos, you would know that I mentioned something about already saving for my HSA contribution and wanting to make that on my own directly to the brokerage, but I've instead decided to make my HSA contribution through payroll. And I'm just taking that number out directly from the category where I actually saved for the contribution. So I don't have to move money from this category to my ready to assign amount anymore. Okay, to get into the budget and covering some of this overspending, I'll start with my core spending categories and just see what needs to be done. So far, I've spent very little in transportation, and I've actually made a purchase that will also, going forward, keep this number really low that I'm super excited about, and I'll talk about it more in my recap video. I've been overspending on food, but the funny thing is, the first 2 weeks of the month I was eating out mainly, and then I started buying groceries, and that's when I started overspending on food. Like, I feel like I'm going to the grocery store every 3 days or every, 2 days, and I feel like I get a lot of food, but then I just go through them so quickly, and it's so much each time I go, but I don't get more than a few days worth of food. It's very weird. So I will cover that overspending. And I also overspent in my health and hygiene expenses category, but I'm totally fine with this overspending because I've been spending not much at all in this category. So yeah, I've been spending on average like under $40, and I think this was just me stocking up on a lot of essentials. So I'm fine with all that. And this has been a pretty social month for me so far, so I'm also really happy about that. So to cover my overspending, I'll start by moving my this month's holding category, which is supposed to actually be at $120, holding the amount of money I need for next week's food budget, but I've already been using it up to cover overspending for this week's food, and it won't be enough, but I'll just use it up. And then I'll use my discretionary spending buffer category to cover the rest of my overspending. So I think having this buffer category just makes everything really simple for me, and I still have $60 left over in it. I do want to put another 120 in this category so I have money for food next week, but I'll wait till I get through the rest of my budget to make that final call. Okay, the next really important thing is to fund my next month's holding category, which is what keeps me a month ahead. After that, I want to jump into funding my sinking funds. Here, I actually just want to remove a cent because I just want it to be a round number. And I was going through my original like sinking fund plan, and so many things have come up that are changing the amount I need for my sinking funds because I'm actually kind of cash flowing a lot of things. So it's not exactly that much sinking happening in the sinking fund, but once I get more into budgeting, I think I'll actually be able to build up my sinking funds so that I don't have to cash flow so many things a month of. But yeah, this number that I actually need for my health expenses, it's going to be $1,660. And not all of that is actually going directly to my medical stuff. I'm going to be saving some more for medical stuff next month as well. I also want to put some more money into this category because of, I think I actually only need 40 here because of course it's Black Friday and Cyber Monday coming up, so I do want to give myself some room for spending, and I've actually done a little bit of spending already, so this is definitely mostly replenishing that up. I'm gonna add my $10 into the financial planner category. That is just right now to keep up with my ynab subscription. I think I'm adding $10 here, and that's just to round out the number. Well, it's already a round number, but I like things to be in like 30s, 15s, that kind of thing. Here, I'm not adding anything because I don't really need to. For this category, I am adding 1560, but I might just do 560 for now because I'm not sure, but I need the other 15 or 10 for. So yeah, I'll do 560 for now. And then for this category, I think I added money to it before and then I removed it because I had to recalculate the number. So this is going to be 5810. And again, making that number so it comes out to something that's a lot rounder. Oh, no. Okay, I see what I'm doing. I added it here. So yeah, I was using this to track separately different kind of spending, but I will just have that number from what I'm assigning in different months. So this will just be the 5810 here. Okay, that makes sense. I was using this category to track the kind of bonus goal of what I was giving to my parents, but I realized if I was getting that bonus from a specific payee, I could actually just use that payee to track that number rather than having this additional category. So I can actually hide this category. Okay, hopefully my explanation made sense. Essentially, I was contributing more to my family based on the amount I got for my security deposit from my last apartment. And I made a different category to track that number, but I'm just going to use the security deposit or my reimbursement payee to track that number and the memos. Okay, so this is all in sinking funds. It actually adds up to a whole lot. But even with that, I do have some money left over. I actually was doing some math before this, and this is slightly less left over than I planned on having. But I think that is because I also still have some money available here. So here I'm going to, oops, I'm working on paying myself back for some impulse investments I made. So this all just needs to go in this category for the most part. I think I'll actually, before I do that, figure out my food situation. I do just like to keep like this buffer amount in here, but I will just move this to diet. And I'll move some aesthetics money to diet as well. I think I need $54.80 to get to 120. And I'll probably even continue moving more. So that's good. And now that's like funded the way I need it to be. And I don't plan on using more money in this category. I think right now I've just been buying like nail polish and I'm good on that. Okay. Now with that done, almost forgot about that. I can go back to this. So hopefully I'll be able to kind of generally underspend for my core spending categories. And then I will be able to have some left over next month that I can immediately contribute to my savings. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good one. Bye.